This is CopperTopp22. I was on Popular Military, and a Stolen Valor article kind of drew my attention to this guy named Jason Blaha. I watched his video, and he looked real familiar, but I just really couldn't put my finger on it. I couldn't place him. So I started doing a little bit of digging, and after watching one of his YouTube videos where he's holding an AR-10 with a big shit-eating grin on his face, I realized exactly who it was, because he was always so fond of the 308. That's our boy Hemingway. I hadn't seen that guy in 16 years or so, but I remember him. We used to work together. Now, I'm pretty confused as to why people are claiming anything we did back then was honorable or had any valor. We worked for cash and prizes, equipment, and other things of considerable value, and I'm not sure what all they may be claiming, but, well, I'm getting a little ahead of myself. Back up to the late 90s, when I was contracting with the SAD and worked a few jobs with this kid, I'll never forget coming back from a job and out of nowhere breaking a 15-minute silence. This fool Hemingway blurts out something like nothing like hunting armed men, or some shit, and a few of us bust out laughing, and one guy said, "Hey man, where the fuck did that come from?" And this kid answered, "That's an Ernest Hemingway quote," and we all just laughed the whole way back. So after that, Hemingway was his new call sign. You could tell it kind of bugged him. He wasn't a big fan of it because we were kind of poking at him for being a dork. But, you know, we were sitting there with M4s and ARs, so there wasn't much he could do about it. Anyway, I'm not going to say he wasn't good at what he did. He was a really good shot if you ask me. Kind of hard to work with, though, because he was an arrogant son of a bitch. Liked to do things his own way, no matter what the plan was. He'd just make decisions on the fly. We'd have to adjust. That was really his downfall and probably why he got fired after a failed job down south. We knew he went on a solo job, and I was there when he missed his extraction. 3 days later, he popped back up on the grid, arrested by the federal authorities of that country. I was on the team that had to go extract his ass, and we broke him out of custody. He was kind of a broken guy. Wasn't really the same after that, and I don't think he really had it in him anymore. Apparently he was pursued on foot, chased by dogs, survived several engagements by himself, stole a truck and ran out of ammo when he was apprehended with a suppressed G3 and he was an HK-45 that was also suppressed, so we kind of knew that that was our guy. So we went and got him, and I never really saw him after that, but that's that guy, and I don't really understand the stolen valor bit. I don't think he ever claimed to be military. We were contractors. Or what are the kids saying? Operators, as I like to, some of y'all's articles like to say. So I'm really confused about the stolen valor bit. I don't believe I've ever heard him claim to be military or ex-military or associated with any armed forces of any kind. But I do know that I've seen him work. And he's not really somebody I'd want on my bad side. I damn sure don't want to be downrange from him if he's got a 308 in his hand. What I do see is when he calls the Clinton administration the most corrupt administration he's ever seen, it's really strange to see all these veteran groups kind of going after him when here we got Hillary running for office. Do we think it's going to be any different? I don't know. I just think it's strange. It's a false claim of stolen valor, and we have to be careful about that. Anyway, this is CopperTopp22. Hope I helped.